Peace, family, peace, 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 and much wellness. I hope you are happy and whole and all that good stuff. Happy winter solstice, y'all. Today is Winter. Today is Wednesday. That's how you put the word together. Okay, today is Wednesday. Today is Winter Solstice Day, and we also have a new moon in Capricorn coming up on the 23rd. And then on the 29th, y'all, we have Mercury in retrograde in Capricorn in conjunction with Venus and Pluto. Oh, hold on one second, y'all. My sound is on. Salam, please. Thank you, Diddy. You know, Diddy got to make his appearance. Diddy said hello. But yes. So we have, like I said, winter solstice. We have the new moon in Capricorn, and then we also have Mercury retrograde in conjunction with Venus and Pluto. And I just wanted to take some time to explain what all of that means, how all of that energy could affect us and impact us, and how we can utilize it for our wellness, for our good. The new year is coming close. This version of the new year. I also want to talk about that because today is December 21st. Again, it's winter solstice day, and as we get closer to the new year, we are about a week out. I'm noticing that a lot of folks are talking about, this is not the new year. This is not the new year. The new year is in spring when things start to bloom, and all the new things that the earth wakes up, right? And I understand that sentiment, but I want to explain the logic, family. You know, Oftentimes when we talk about the new moon, we talk about setting our intentions. We talk about setting our intentions to manifest. Now think about that. So we have a new moon coming up on the 23rd. Again, I'm going to explain what all of it means and everything, but this new year is coming up. And a lot of folks are saying, well, we don't honor the new year at this time. We wait until the spring when things start to become new, when things start to bloom. Think about the new moon. During the new moon, we set our intention. The new moon is about new beginnings. As the moon begins to wax, that's when things start manifesting. Okay. So I get the logic. I get what y'all are trying to say. I completely understand it. Everybody has the right to honor the new year whenever you feel like it. Some folks wait for the lunar new year. That's going to be coming up soon. So you have the right to honor the new year whenever you feel like it. But again, let's think about the logic. If this is a new year and you choose to honor the new year at this time, at the beginning of any new beginning, whether if it's a new moon, a new year, or new anything, you can't expect things to bloom if you don't set an intention. So when we talk about the new year, as you move into the new year, you give gratitude for what has already manifested, and you set your intention for what you desire to manifest. And then as the year waxes, as the year progresses, those things that you have set your intention on, those things that you have aligned your vibration with, began to manifest, also known as the springtime. So I feel like there's a bit of confusion where a lot of folks are looking at the spring as the new year, but the spring is when your intentions that you have set begin to manifest. Okay, so I hope that kind of helps. But we'll talk more about that as we get to the new moon. First, let's get into winter solstice. So today is winter solstice day. Any solstice. So solstice is just a time where the sun appears to be at its highest or lowest point in the sky. And what happens is we have either the longest day of the year, which is summer solstice, or we have the shortest day of the year, which is winter solstice. Today, December 21st, is winter solstice day. Okay, so the sun is expected to begin to set at about 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, which is, quite a short day. And I know some folks are like, oh my God, a short day. Is that a good thing? Anytime we have the solstice energy, This is all about manifesting and connecting with the divine source. Our sun is our deepest divine source. Our sun is our connection with our desires, and it's our opportunity to essentially manifest what we desire, right? Now, the thing about any type of solstice, but specifically winter solstice, is winter solstice is usually the time where we get to really tap into our divine feminine energy. Y'all know we've been talking about our sacred masculine and divine feminine and the value of honoring the divine feminine. An aspect of the divine feminine is creativity. So, winter solstice is the perfect time for us to tap into our creative energy. And the thing I love so much about winter solstice falling on today is that in a couple days we have the peak of our new moon. But the peak of the new moon is December 23rd. However, y'all know we have that shadow period. So that new moon energy can be felt and can be tapped into starting today. So having the new moon, where new moons, we set our intentions, having that new moon set your intentions energy with this solstice manifestation energy, y'all, it is everything. This is the perfect time to get very creative on how you want to manifest. Do something new, try something new. If you've been keeping up with me, if you've been working with me through this last quarter of new moons and full moons, y'all know we have been very intentional about mastering manifestation. We have been very intentional about leveling up our desires. That's what we worked on last new moon. Leveling up our desires, being very clear about the energy as opposed to the symbols, right? Now here's the thing. With this solstice energy, us tapping into our divine source, us channeling our divine feminine energy of creativity, and using all of that to manifest in alignment with this new moon, I want y'all to get very creative on how you start manifesting. Today is not the day to be hard on yourself. During a solstice, you want to be easy. You want to just go with the flow. Again, this is all about divine feminine energy. Okay, you want to go with the flow. You want to be easy. You want to just move. You want to shift and change like the wind. Just be moved. Just be able to be smooth. Just go with the flow. Just be calm, channel peace, channel joy, channel love, do a lot of smiling today. And again, be creative. So I challenge you today on this winter solstice day, do something new and different in creativity. I was talking to a sister queen of mine, and I was like, sis, I said, it'll be dope. Let's do some sigils today. Let's do some sigils. I was advised last full moon, a sister queen of mine, she might be watching this. She was like, today is a great day for sigils. And I said, I'll incorporate that into my moon work. And this is the moon that I'm going to incorporate that into, is practicing sigils. If you're not familiar with a sigil is essentially a symbol. It's you create a symbol in alignment with whatever you desire to manifest, right? So you can do a variety of symbols for all the different things you want to manifest. You can create a personal symbol for you that represents you. And I think it's such a cool thing because it's essentially your symbol. What is your symbol? What is your logo? Who are you? Or who is your highest self, right? If you had to do a symbol for your Ori, what would that look like? If you had to do a symbol for your deepest desires that you want to manifest, what would that look like? So practice sigils today, right? If that'll be a new way to manifest and to tap into your divine feminine, your creative energy, and channel this solstice energy, channel this manifestation energy. I'm over here just bathing in the sun because, again, the solstice is all about the day that the sun appears to be at its highest or lowest point in the sky, meaning that we have the opportunity to have a deeper connection. So bathe in the sun today. Go outside or open your curtains and get you some of that good divine source energy and manifest. Go paint, go draw, go write. Just create something that is in alignment with your highest self, that's in alignment with all of your desires. Just create, family. create. Okay, so that's the winter solstice energy today. Again, the sun is expected to set around 4:30 p.m. Eastern time today. So it's a very early sunset. I advise that you spend this day, the daytime when the sun is out and open, just bathing in the sun, connecting and channeling your highest self, connecting with your deepest desires. Just spend some time doing that. And then once the sun sets, start creating. Putting that pen or that pencil to paper, that paintbrush to canvas, and just start creating. Y'all know I'm all about, sustainability. I'm not gonna say all about sustainability, y'all, because I don't want no sustainability advocates up in here trying to get at me. Okay, I strive to be sustainable. Let me just say that. Okay, I strive to be sustainable. So y'all know I always talk about how you can get a piece of cardboard. It's as if you don't have access to canvas, get you a piece of cardboard. Cut it into whatever shape you want. This ankh right here that's behind me is literally just a big piece of cardboard that was cut into an ankh, and I wrapped it in yarn. That's all this ankh here is. It's just cardboard and yarn. So you could get a shoebox or whatever. Just get a piece of cardboard and you can start painting on that. Go to the dollar store and grab you some paint. A lot of my art in my house is literally I paint. So most of my art is not canvas, it's just recycled cardboard. So if you like, I don't have access, I don't know what to use, I'm giving you advice on something quick, easy. If you don't have canvas, get you an old piece of cardboard and turn it into some forever lasting art that you could pass down, to whoever that you desire. Create a vision board if you want to, create a sigil if you want to, and have that sigil be your vision board if you want, but again, solstice day, tap into that manifestation energy. We are also in the shadow period of the new moon in Capricorn. Now let's get into that. Family, the new moon is all about new beginnings. During the new moon, we set our intention. This new moon is in Capricorn. Now, as the year closes out, Capricorn energy is great energy to be in because Capricorn is all about ambition. Capricorn is all about being practical. Capricorn is all about having self-confidence. Okay. One thing I love about Capricorns is they don't play. They don't play. Once a Capricorn sets a goal, they get it done. It's a level of discipline and determination that a lot of us strive to have. And if you follow me on other platforms, I've been talking a lot lately about discipline and determination. I appreciate y'all for the donations and the super chats and all of that. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. I saw yours earlier, Deidre. Thank you so much, Simply Sweet. But the thing is, that Capricorn energy right now, it's a great time to be in that. As I said earlier, a lot of folks are saying that, they're not going to honor the new year because they want to wait till the spring to honor the new year because the spring is when things start to bloom and to manifest. But I advise that you understand how new moon energy works. With new moon energy, you set your intentions. And then as the moon grows and develops and begins to wax, your intentions manifest. So with the new year coming up, we set our intentions. And as the year progresses into spring, our intentions begin to manifest as in the spring, right? Now think about that. During this new moon in Capricorn, as we move into the new year, you're not expecting things to happen right now. You're not expecting things to manifest right now. You have to set your intentions for the new year. You set your intentions. What are you desiring? How are you going to align your vibration? This is not the time that you are moving and going into action. This is the time that you sit still and set your intentions. This is the time that you connect with your desires. Now think about everything I just said. Today is a great day for the solstice to do that. With the new moon in Capricorn, as we set our intentions, as we move into this new year, we are tapping into our ambition. We're tapping into our confidence. We're tapping into our practicality. We're not focused right now on what we're going to do and get in action. Right now it's about the how are we going to get it done? What habits are we going to channel to get it done? How are we going to shift our energy to get it done and to connect with our desires? Okay, so that's what this new moon is about. And this is why I love being in Capricorn energy as we move into the new year, because again, Capricorns are all about practicality, ambition, confidence. This is the great time to set your intentions of building better habits. What habits do you want to improve on? How do you want to be better? This is not the time to move in action. Let's set our intention and focus on the habits. How practical are we going to be? How are we going to achieve our desires? Let's tap into that ambition. So, what habits do you want to shift? As we progress into this new moon in Capricorn energy, what habits of yours do you want to shift? What do you want to work on? What do you want to grow in? How are you going to be more disciplined? How are you going to practice determination? How are you going to practice consistency? What habits are you going to change? So those are some of the intentions you want to start setting, right? We know what we want. We know what our desires are. If you, like I said, if you've been keeping up with me, this last quarter of full moons and new moons, this last quarter of 2022, with full moons and new moons, we've been mastering manifestation. So you already know the new level of desires that you want. You already have an idea of the energy that you are desiring to attract. But the question now is, how are you going to do that? What are you tapping into? What habits are you going to change? Sit still and let's work on our practicality. Let's work on our ambition, right? Let's think about that. Let's consider that. Okay. So with the new moon in Capricorn, again, we have the shadow period. So you can tap into that energy today and start considering some of these habits that you want to work on. And you have all the way up until about the 26th to tap into this energy. Now it peaks on the 23rd at 5:17 a.m. Eastern time, but you have up until about the 26th, moving into the 27th to tap into that energy, okay? So take your time with it. Again, be easy on yourself. Be still. Practice calmness. Practice a lot of peace with this energy, okay? Now, another thing I want to talk about with the new moon in Capricorn specifically, family, that energy is going to be present. Okay, that Capricorn, that new moon in Capricorn energy where we're setting our intentions is going to be present up until about the 26th, easing into the 27th. So you have some time. Okay, we're being still. We're tapping into our habits, our ambition, our confidence, our practicality. Okay. But what I want y'all to be very mindful of during this time is being quiet. Just spend a lot of time just being quiet. Okay. Oftentimes, when New Year's comes around, when the new year come around, people want to start talking about what they going to do for next year. For 2022, I'm leaving behind this, and I'm 2023, I'm going to do this, and that. Just be quiet. Just be quiet for right now. Just sit on it for right now. They used to just say, just be still and know. Just be still and know. And the reason I say that is because Mercury is going to transition into retrograde. Okay, so December 29th, we will have Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. Mercury retrograde is going to be in conjunction with Venus and Pluto, December 29th. It's all going to be in conjunction in Capricorn. So think about what I said about Capricorn: practical, ambitious. Okay. Now, the thing about it is, Mercury is our planet of communication. Where Mercury is in retrograde, communication can get a bit tough sometimes. But don't forget what I told you. Retrograde is all an illusion. It's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. And I have to say that multiple times because oftentimes we hear Mercury retrograde and we get scared. We hear Mercury retrograde and we fear that things are going to go wrong and things are going to be horrible, and your fears manifest. What you focus on is what will manifest. So we don't so much focus on the negative connotations of the Mercury retrograde. We focus on the fact that it's an illusion. We focus on the fact that we have the power to channel our energy and use it as we desire. We focus on the fact that we have discipline. We are disciplined beings. We are intentional beings. So we are very intentional about using all of this energy for wellness. So how can we use Mercury retrograde in Capricorn for our wellness? As you progress in your work for this new moon in Capricorn, and you are deciding what habits you are going to enhance and increase, as well as kind of, move away from, I want you to be very quiet and keep this to yourself. If you do choose to communicate this with a loved one, I want you to be very cautious and be very mindful about how you communicate this. Even if it's with your tribe, be very mindful about how you communicate this, because it's not in the sense of, you don't want people hating on you or anything like that. It's in the sense of you have to be mindful about your delivery and about being clear. See, when we have a lot of planetary shifts happening, oftentimes the veil is thin. When we say the veil is thin, that just simply means that it's a deeper connection with spirit realm and physical realm. Be very intentional about what you say during this time and how you say it. Be very intentional about your delivery, because remember, Venus is also in conjunction with that Mercury retrograde. Venus is all about abundance. Venus is all about love. Venus is all about relationships. So what you speak, you will manifest. What you speak, you will manifest. So the reason I'm saying I advise practicing silence right now is because a lot of us need to become more disciplined with our words. A lot of us need to become more intentional with our words. So I want you to practice silence, and not to say that you can't speak, but I want you to be very intentional about thinking before you speak. I want you to be very intentional about aligning your intention with your mouth. What are you speaking out of your mouth? You saying that you want these habits. You saying that you are manifesting these habits. You are saying that you are ambitious. You are determined. You are practical. You are consistent. Remember, we speak in I am statements. So if you do choose to share some things, I want you to share it in I am form. Be very mindful during this time. As I said, as we end a year, a lot of folks want to talk about what they ain't gonna do, and I ain't bringing this in 2020. I ain't doing that in 2023. I ain't gonna have that. Let's move away from the I ain'ts. I'm not. Let's move away from that, and let's be very intentional about speaking in I ams. If you're not gonna bring it, if you releasing it, let it go. It don't even need to come out your mouth. Okay, you do that in action. If you're releasing it, let it go. Don't even speak it. There's no need to speak it. It don't even need to come out your mouth. Okay. So again, let's just try to practice some silence. Let's just be very mindful when we speak. If you are going to share certain things, if it can't be spoken in an I am statement, leave it alone. If it can't be spoken in an I am statement, leave it alone. Don't even say it. Okay. Don't even say it. The reason I said I believe in the description, I said, this Mercury retrograde in Capricorn perfectly complements our new moon in Capricorn. So our new moon in Capricorn, again, peaks December 23rd, but that energy resides until about the 26th, moving into the 27th. And then Mercury goes in retrograde a couple days later in Capricorn on the 29th, and it's in conjunction with Venus and Pluto. Pluto is all about generations. Pluto is all about, if you align this energy right, it's all about unpacking generational traumas that may be affecting you. I don't even really like using the term generational curses that much, because it'll be a curse if you allow it to be a curse. It doesn't have to be a curse. It could be generational trauma, and you have the ability to detach from that trauma, which means you also have the ability to break those curses. You know what I'm saying? So with this energy, as you are talking about, or even considering your habits, your ambition, your consistency, your discipline, it'll be, you sit in silence because that Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, you're not speaking this, you are contemplating this. You're not moving in action, you are sitting still and meditating. you will start to realize how maybe some generational traumas and some bad generational habits are affecting your habits, right? So you may start to realize how things that happened in previous generations, growing up and having a parent who would always say, we gonna do this and we gonna do that, and it never gets done, may be affecting you, and the reason why you don't do this and you don't do what you say you're gonna do. You know, growing up and not seeing certain things, not seeing certain levels of abundance, have limited your ability to connect with that level of abundance because you don't even see it as a possibility. You have negative thinking habits. So now you may realize that you need to shift the way you think. Practicing that silence before you speak may help you realize that you don't even know how to continually speak in I ams only and leave alone the nots and the don't do's and the won'ts. You may start to realize how much your mind is formed in knots and don't do's and won'ts as opposed to who you really are. And then you may realize that that's kind of what's been blocking you a little bit. So just be mindful of that. That's why I said this Mercury retrograde in Capricorn in conjunction with Venus, love and relationships, Pluto, generations. You may start to realize how your generational relationships have informed your thinking. So that Mercury retrograde opportunity to sit in silence and think before you speak gives us the opportunity to connect our spirit with our mind. I hope this all makes sense. I know it's a lot of like planetary stuff and this planet and that planet. I hope it all makes sense, family, but I promise you it all works together if you allow it to work together. It all works for your wellness if you choose to utilize it for your wellness. Capricorn is all about practicality, ambition, confidence. We are ending the year. This is the time to sit still, set your intention, give gratitude for everything that has manifested. I hope y'all still got your gratitude jars going. Give gratitude for everything that has manifested, everything that has become, right? And ease yourself into building better habits by setting your intentions to build better habits. Ease yourself into being more determined. Ease yourself into being more consistent. Ease yourself into being more disciplined. Ease yourself to being more confident, even more ambitious. This is the perfect time. This Capricorn energy is the perfect time. Set your intentions. And then as the spring comes, all of it will begin to manifest. Set your intentions for what you want to manifest. New beginnings is for setting your intentions for what you want to manifest. New beginnings, new moons, new years is for setting your intentions for what you want to manifest. You don't want to wait until manifestation time to start setting your intentions. Okay? This is the time to set your intention, family. Capricorn energy is the perfect energy to be in. Set your intentions. Be ambitious about that. Be practical with it. Move in ease with it. Okay? And it will be so. All right? It will be so. I love y'all dearly, family. We did this one under 30 minutes. I'm proud of us. We did this one under 30 minutes. We made it through everything. Wellness community last night, we was in the chat talking all about womb health and poom health and everything like that. If you aren't in the wellness community, get in there. Thank y'all moderators for putting the link in the chat. I see y'all. I appreciate y'all. It's also at the bottom of the screen here. Get into the wellness community. In the group chat, we was talking about womb health and poom health, because a lot of our sister queens, may not have big sisters and aunties or mamas who even know themselves or are comfortable having these conversations to share this type of information. So go ahead and get in the chat. I also posted some of the tips I shared in the Patreon as well, in case you missed it in the chat. I love y'all so much, family. Shout out. I see y'all with the butterflies. Shout out to the wellness community. I didn't even sing our song today, but real quick, butterflies in the sky. I can fly twice as high. Take a look. It's in the book as wellness community. Okay, wellness. I love y'all so much. Much peace, much love. Happy winter solstice. Happy new moon. I'm gonna do another video about things we can do moving into the new year, some good hoodoo tips, some good juju tips. I'll do another video as we get closer to the new year. Okay, so y'all can start going to get some of y'all stuff. Y'all should already have your cinnamon brooms and all of that. Okay, y'all know we gonna talk about them greens and them black eyed peas. Okay, that old school hoodoo. We're gonna talk about that, but then we're gonna share some more tips and some fresh tips with some things that we can do for the new year. I love y'all so much, family, and I'm gonna end this now because we're gonna be under 30 minutes, and I'm excited. Say hey to Diddy. Hey Diddy. Tell the people hi. Y'all know he got to make his little cameo. I love y'all, family. Peace.